Capricorn, welcome to your reading. My name is Kelly. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn. Whether you're a Capricorn or watching for one, hello and welcome. Let's pull a theme for Capricorn, please. We did get one card that flipped out. We have the Six of Wands. Let's see if we can get another. Here we go. Thank you. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, the Six of Wands is a card of victory. It's a card of celebration. Not only are you like winning at something, getting a glow up at something, other people are going to notice your win as well, okay? He's marching in on these horses. There's all these wands, the wreath of victory, and there's people in the background. There's even one jealous person, okay? Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is about keeping your eye on the prize. It's also work related, okay? So maybe you're getting a promotion, maybe you're getting a new job offer, or your business is doing better, you're making the sales, whatever it is, you're keeping your eye on the prize. You're really focused on your own energy and like, you know, your own victories, okay? Let people be jealous, let people say whatever they want. You're really focused and dedicated on the craft, okay? Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is your energy, very abundant, very earthly, very motherly energy, okay? Regardless of gender, very nurturing. I'm even looking right here on her throne. It kind of looks like the Capricorn symbol's like head right there. So this is you, okay? The mother, the father, someone who's very stable, okay? Let's see, we have the King of Swords, somebody who's also very direct, okay? King of Swords is very logical, analytical. His head is above the clouds, representing he's not confused by anything, okay? He has strong boundaries. He's very direct with his communication, what it is that he wants. Like I said, I think you're just like very focused and you have your eye on the prize. Okay, let's see. We have the Ten of Swords flipped over, and then this card flipped out, the Knight of Swords. A lot of air energy. Okay, maybe you have strong air placements. The Ten of Swords is a brutal card because it's obviously looking very painful here, but this card, this symbol here, represents a blessing in disguise. Okay, something didn't work out, but it's actually in your favor. We have the Knight of Swords, very driven, very ambitious energy. He's actually racing towards this blessing in disguise, towards the King of Swords. So I feel like something didn't work out for you, but that's okay because something better is. Just like with the Six of Wands, like people are going to notice this victory, you're going to win at something. So if you're in like the pool of, you know, going for a position at your workplace, you know, maybe you're in line to get this promotion or whatever, instead of trying to compete and work with others and focusing on like the things that have hurt you or have set you back or whatever, you're very driven. You're just going to stay like dedicated to whatever it is that you're working on. Like your energy is going to prove itself. You don't have to, you know, blow smoke up anybody's ass or, you know, talk and brag about yourself. Like your work is going to show itself. Okay. We have the Hierophant. Oh, sorry, bumped my camera. Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. It's also the teacher, it's the mentor, it's the guide, okay? So this is also the messenger in between the physical and the spiritual world. I feel like whatever this blessing in disguise was, like this lesson you had to learn, it's trying to teach you something to set you up for success in the future, okay? Maybe you didn't get the promotion back then, but it's because maybe you needed a little bit more practice and now you're going to get it. Or maybe you didn't get that job, but that's okay because you have something better lined up for you. And I keep talking about like job and career. It doesn't have to be. The Eight of Pentacles makes me think it is, but this definitely could be in terms of relationships or friendships, okay? Let's see, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Page of Pentacles is really like slow and steady, taking things one day at a time. He's learning the skills he needs to learn. He's curious, he's stable, he's reading the books, he's reading the fine print. Then you have the Eight of Wands, which is a card of, it could be travel, but it's also like another message coming in, and it's very quick. The Eight of Wands is a very, very quick card. Just like the Knight of Swords, the very fastest knight, something quickly is coming into your life, okay? New information, that offer, the opportunity. Maybe you're receiving a text, a phone call, an email that you've been waiting to hear, or maybe it just comes out of the blue, okay? But this is, I think, the better offer you've been waiting on, okay? The Devil, which is your energy, the Capricorn energy, okay? At the bottom of the deck. So whenever you get your major arcana in a reading and you show up as yourself, that's a very strong, like, indicator that this reading is not only meant for you, but, like, that things are definitely, like, working out in your favor. Okay, we have the Justice, which is big Libra energy. Justice is all about fairness. It's about balance. It's about karma. Okay, again, so if something didn't work out for you, that's okay. There's something better for you. Maybe there's something about the court system. Maybe you didn't win one case, but you'll win another. Maybe you're a lawyer. Okay, then you have the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck and the Hanged Man, Piscean energy. Okay, maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, because both of these could be Pisces. The Hanged Man is about taking a pause. It's looking at something from a different point of view. The King of Cups is very emotional, but he's like emotionally stoic, okay? There's these big waves, these ships moving and rocking in the background, but he sits on the throne like very calmly, okay? He can feel these big feelings. He can feel what it is that he feels. He can feel the heartbreak, the grief, but he's not gonna make decisions based on those emotions, okay? If you're super angry and irritated, you're not gonna make a decision based on those emotions. You're gonna feel what it is you need to feel, but you're still gonna act with a very clear head, okay? That card flew out, hold on, landed on the ground. Ooh, yeah, the grief, the heartbreak, Three of Swords, and then you got the Seven of Wands that flew out onto the ground, okay? Defensive energy, but it's because you're defending your boundaries, you're defending your beliefs, you're defending your heart, okay? You have faced enough heartbreak and you're going, enough. I'm not gonna take any more, okay? You have Temperance on the bottom of the deck, which is Sagittarius energy. It's all about patience. It's about balance. It's about alchemy. Okay, we're learning to take our pain and transmuting it into our power, into our purpose, into something better. Okay, you can see she's like pouring the water into two different cups, trying to find the right like concoction. Okay, and then here is the road to enlightenment. So whatever, you know, heartbreaks or setbacks or betrayals we've had to face, these are blessings in disguise. This is what, you know, life is trying to teach us, right? We're learning these lessons, we're facing these hardships because it's trying to, you know, mold us into who we're supposed to become. We have the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which is the pair, the divine match to the King of Swords. Like I said with the King, her head is above the clouds. She sees very clearly, okay? She has one hand open, still open to receive opportunities, still open to receive love and kindness and friendship. She also wields the sword. She's saying, I'm not playing, okay? If you hurt me, the walls are coming up and I will talk to you no more, okay? The sword is, you know, helping her create these boundaries, okay? It's her power. The Page of Swords just came out, and hold on. There we go, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man actually came out, okay? And when I talked about that road to enlightenment, it had that symbol, that glowing symbol, which also appears here in the Hanged Man. So again, looking at something from a different point of view is going to give you that enlightenment. It's going to give you that, you know, like hindsight. It's going to give you that, oh, I understand now why I was in that position. I understand why I had to deal with that sort of person, whatever, okay? The Page of Swords is a very curious energy. He's willing to try new things. He wants to learn new things. If you're going back to school for something, if you're studying, if you're reading a book, whatever it is, like you're very curious and you want to learn, okay? The fact that the Hanged Man is paired with this one, I feel like you're trying to learn a different point of view. You're trying to see or understand why someone did that or why someone acted a certain way. Not that it's to take away the blame of what they did, but you're trying to understand, okay? And I do feel like for some reason, when I talked about like a lawyer, I do feel like I'm dealing with someone who's working in law or someone who works with people in general, like a teacher, a lawyer, a psychologist or something, a therapist, like, or child behavior. I don't know. That's just coming to mind. I feel like you're trying to learn and understand why people act the way that they do. Not only because you face like your own struggles, but you're trying to better yourself. The Devil again on the bottom, Capricorn energy, okay? You're trying to improve yourself. You're trying to improve your life. The Eight of Swords flipped out, and now on the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor, okay? The Eight of Swords is about feeling stuck. It's mental energy. You're feeling stagnant, or you don't know which way to go, yada, yada. She feels trapped. But as you can see, her feet are not bound. She can walk away from this situation. She can walk away from this relationship at any point, okay? She's not stuck here. The Emperor behind that, which is very strong masculine energy. And masculine energy is about taking action, okay? I feel like this is about you saying, actually, I can take this blindfold off. Actually, I can, you know, step through these swords. I don't have to deal with this anymore. I can choose myself. I can be the leader. I can sit in this, you know, powerful chair and make the decisions, okay? I can steer where it is that I want to go. And I don't have to take leftovers, and I don't have to take whatever this is. You know, I deserve better, okay? Behind that, the King of Pentacles, you. The King of Pentacles is very smart. He's very dedicated. He's abundant as well. He does not have to take table scraps. He can have the whole cake. He can have the whole feast, okay? This is about you getting what it is that you deserve and working towards those things, okay? So this is where I'm going to leave your reading. If it resonated, let me know. If you'd love to follow me, I'd love to have you here. Thank you for watching.